to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. So Penn State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. To the air on first down. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Hayes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. The Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The play action fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Huskers with the 1st and 10.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll try it over the left side. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Nice move there. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the 1st period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think of...
Breaks into the open. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Gaudet. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Cornhuskers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's got it on the run, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Gives it on the option. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. He's looking to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It's now second down after the short completion. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He caught him! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Quick strike complete. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Williams.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds a man on the right. Drag down, Liddell moves the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And a play like that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play caller is right.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Hayes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside and try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play. Stop the drive.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field.
Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Here on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Flushed out of the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looking for room. It's Hayes. Shakes off the defender. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback empties his backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give out of the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Berry. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. The short hands, it's Williams. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Huskers will go for it here on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Berry. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch near the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Snap from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but When things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give as they work on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Bringing the heat. He'll try. Oh, he's got some fight. They'll make the stop with that first down off the ice, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Berry. Here comes the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Sparks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Dumps it off in the flats. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They're just making things harder now. It's first and 20. Snaps it in the shotgun. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.